Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jam. Excellent. Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and a tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to session 47, I believe, of our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. How is it doing that? Like comments turned on or something. This is. I'm joined as always by my wonderful friends. Chris is not here. Heather playing Savra, the Lizardfolk School of Necromancy Wizard.
Why do you sound so sad that Chris isn't here?
I rarely skip Gottwald's name. He's the first one on the list. I had to like catch myself for a second. Raymond playing Mac, the Turtle Drake Warden Ranger / Rogue.
It's okay. Chris is just on vacation, guys. Don't worry.
I did say
Vacation.
a little too upset, didn't I? And Reese playing Toril, the Kenku Fathomless Warlock / Fighter.
Don't worry, I'm here.
It's like I take my hat off. Chris isn't here anymore. 2 more sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Watch more D&D videos, reviews, and Let's Plays on the channel, including my recent breakdown of the brand new 2024 D&D Player's Handbook. Read weekly session recaps at RogueWatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting the Deep, every Monday and Thursday. Head on over to our live post session at Discussion at Chat from the Deep after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, participate in monthly DM roundtables, and private patron D&D games. Shout out to new patrons this week, Kevin and Luis. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. For streaming, I use OBS Studio. Our music is by Kevin MacLeod. Our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Previously on Call from the Deep, Toril emerged from the ship's hold into a war zone, with the rest of the party battling atop and around one of the towering cliffs of Driftwood Docks, the fortified islands surrounding Tentrix's floating lair. Savra was flung off the cliff by a summoned water elemental from the pirate lord frost giant Frostbeard, and she responded by warping it onto a pointed cliff, sending it tumbling to the waves below. Gottwald knocked off more enemies, while Matt grew tired of having pirates falling all around him, using his ring of water walking to quickly maneuver around the water and take shots from below. Toril summoned Bigby's tentacle to begin slapping and slamming into enemies, while Savra took out another ballista fortification. The giant hurled a boulder at the ship as it passed through the cliffs, tearing into the hull. The
Noah's Ark to Zoo Ruse, there can only be one lightning bolt sound strike.
would not survive many more hits. After some slaps from Big T, Savra polymorphed the giant into a chicken. Mac and Gottwald cleaned up the east side of the defenders and scrambled onto the ship, while Savra used multiple thunder steps to port to the chicken giant, scoop it up, and return. The wounded party and crippled ship limped out of the kill zone, arriving in a large, calm harbor. Before them lies the floating fortress of Sea King Tentrix, along with several anchored ships bearing the black flags of the Black Armada. That is very...
a frost giant chicken.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that before we can do anything else. You are in possession of a very angry, bearded chicken. Which you guys can take 5 minutes short rest. So if you want to short rest right here, you can. You are in a momentarily safe harbor, but you obviously just caused a lot of havoc behind you. And your ship allies, no doubt, you all as well, are very aware of the obvious time crunch you're in at this point.
I've got an hour, man.
You do.
As long as I concentrate, I've got an hour.
True. We don't have to deal with it, actually. If you just want to tuck the chicken under your robes for the next hour, you certainly can, but it is your call.
I'm going to spend my arcane recovery, though.
Mm. By the way, I am going to introduce a few rules from the 2024 Player's Handbook into our current campaign. I'm not going to have any grand, big changes or patch notes until we start our next big campaign, because that would just be too much and everything is balanced around the new stuff. But there is a few rules that I really like that I'm going to go ahead and incorporate right now. And they are the following. Surprise. Going forward, there's no longer any kind of surprise round or free thing or anything. Instead, surprise is just that any creature caught unawares by the start of combat has disadvantage on its initiative roll. Exhaustion, I like the new exhaustion rules, which is that every level of exhaustion is a -2 to all d20 tests. So that's saving throws, checks, attack rolls, initiatives, just everything that's a d20. -2, and also your speed is reduced by 5 feet for every level of exhaustion. Heroic Inspiration is the new name for inspiration. We can keep calling it inspiration. The first part of the new rule we've already been doing, which is that you can re-roll a dice. You can use inspiration to re-roll dice. The original rule, I don't know if we ever did this or we just forgot about it, but the original rule in the 2014 book is that using inspiration gives you advantage on a roll, which means if you already have advantage on a roll and you said, oh no, I didn't get it, I want to use inspiration, you technically couldn't do it. I don't remember if we've ever played it like that, if we changed it back in the day or what, but we've already been doing that anyway, so that's really not a change. And then the only real change that is maybe codified now, though also might have already been a rule, is that if you are awarded inspiration, you already have it, you can immediately give it to another player. Falling now has a nice bit that I feel like literally we could have used last session, which is an official rule. If a creature falls into water or another liquid, you can it can use its reaction to make a DC 15 athletics or acrobatics check to hit the surface and have the damage from falling damage. Fairly relevant in this campaign. And there's a lot of little patch notes about like spells and feats and things. The only one I thought might be relevant is Counterspell has been changed. I thought about nerfing Max Sharpshooter, but I'm not going to do that to him in this campaign. But going forward, we'll definitely use the new Sharpshooter rules. But Counterspell, which I don't think anybody's actually used it this whole campaign, now involves a Constitution saving throw on the target, and there is no automatic. I think before it was like levels 1 through 3, you were automatically countered. This time it's no matter what the spell, the creature makes a con save, and if they fail the save, then the spell dissipates. They lose that action where they used to cast spell, but they're actually not out the spell slot. So just a different rebalancing of counterspell. So the other rules we're already using, which is the bonus action for healing potions was already a thing. I think there was one more that we're already technically using, so I didn't think we need to add those. So otherwise, there's a lot of cool stuff in the 2024 book, but we won't be using any of that till we start a new campaign. Nice hit dice rolls.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm gonna roll a bunch of them. I like it. I like it.
What's the change in sharpshooter?
I'm glad you asked. I will.
I don't mind. I'll just re-roll my character.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you that. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you do it mid campaign. I didn't want to do anything specifically to any of your characters this campaign, but any like general rules I thought would be okay to do. The new sharpshooter, basically you lose the -5 + 10 damage. You still get to ignore the cover. You still get to ignore the melee range thing, and you still get to ignore the disadvantage on attacks at long range. So you get basically all the other effects, but you no longer get the -5 + 10 factor.
Interesting. It's a big debate on that part too.
It's a pretty big nerf, yeah.
Well, who's going to take sharpshooter now?
I would argue it's still pretty good, but it feels bad because of how good it was before. But it's an interesting debate. Check out my full video for a bunch of other changes. All right, so you guys are
Where's your full video at?
enjoyed a short rest. You can find it at youtube.com at Rogue Watson.
Nice.
Hey, legit. It's a legit question.
Yeah, I know. I should have links fired up ready to go, but everybody's already on the channel, so you can find it.
Don't assume that.
I shouldn't assume that. No. Where can we find your stuff? It's been 5 minutes, so you still have plenty of time on the polymorph technically, but it is up to you what you want to do with the polymorphed giant chicken pirate lord technically.
What was your plan with the chicken? Now you have the chicken?
What indeed?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, has she been talking? Nope, I can't hear you.
I have a chicken, and it's gonna be really, really pissed off very soon.
Mm.
And it's gonna be much bigger than a chicken soon.
Okay. So are we preparing to smush it or what?
Well, I'm contemplating because I have those water breathing stones.
Uh-huh.
Just jumping in and going all the way to the bottom,
Oh.
and then just releasing the chicken at the bottom.
All right. Sounds great.
But I don't know how I'd get back from the bottom. That's the problem.
We can worry about that later.
I don't know if I need to remind you that one of the reasons you took said chicken, I assume, is because he had at least a magic item that you were all interested in. Or maybe you just liked...
No, I literally turned him into a chicken so he'd stop killing us.
Okay, that's fair. But
that was the only reason to turn him into a chicken.
Well, I get that part, but then why did you kidnap the chicken?
Don't want an ice giant at my back.
It's like one of the basic laws of adventuring. Always kidnap the chicken.
Always keep
I
keep your enemies close, I guess. Your
It
friends
felt like
close,
it
enemies
felt like a
closer.
good thing to do at the time.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we could like throw the chicken at somebody if they try to attack us and be like, "Here, hold this," and it turns into an ice giant, and they get squished because ice giants are big and they'd be under his butt. I don't know.
That's fair. So to paint the picture, you all are in a fairly small, packed harbor full of ships. They are all sporting the recognizable symbol of the Black Armada, black flag with kind of a red, krakeny looking creature on it. And in the middle of them all is a fortress that is built from the carcasses of several ships lashed and stacked together up to 3 stories high. It's surrounded pretty much completely around by docks and piers for ship and boat access. You don't see any large ships up next to it. You only see smaller ships like you would take down with a rowboat or something to reach it. You also note that several ballista line the highest ramparts and the toppest part of the ships.
Your
Toppest.
wording is hard. Very,
It is very hard to word. A lot of them only have like maybe a single humanoid kind of milling about on the top. The main entrance appears to be at the south side with kind of a main gate, and then you can see kind of a slightly bigger docking area to the southeast. That kind of looks like the primary entrance. And at this point, nobody has really jacked with you guys or anything, but like I said, it's only been 5 minutes since you exited the previous area.
Let's try to sneak in. Might not recognize us.
Oh, James, I like the way you think. Put the chicken in the ballista.
We can sneak in, but once that chicken gonna change?
Like another. It's good for an hour.
Okay.
So nobody hits me. It's good for an hour.
Yeah, as long as
I don't like that qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Let's take this idea. Let's put the chicken in the ballista. We'll send it flying.
Yeah. As long as no one hits you, you don't attempt to do a Sudoku puzzle. You know, just concentrating on something else.
Great concentration. Borges says, "Can you ask the chicken pirate for information? We're going into
anybody-
the shark's den."
Can anybody speak with animals?
Because polymorphed
Borges.
can't speak, right?
Borges. You worry too much, Borges.
Borges tries to use all advantages.
I have
Sabra-
silence.
Kidnaps the opposite of getting him to speak.
We might need to use that on Borges.
Oh. Silence Borges.
Stop trying to help us. We know what we're doing, Borges. Please.
Of course.
What would you even ask it, Borges? Can we even trust the chicken? Can we trust a chicken?
I would ask about guards and rotations and treasures and locked doors and rooms. But I'm not the adventurer here. Borges doesn't know much.
Oh, Borges, you have much to learn.
Much more entertaining, Borges, when you go in not knowing what's there.
Of course, you are the professionals.
We can see if the chicken knows Morse code, I guess.
The chicken begs. Only really ask yes or no answers. That'd be more effective. 1 peck for yes, 2 for no.
I'll fear the chicken. It'll tell us all the things we want to know.
But Borges is also afraid of angry giants. He looks very worriedly at the giant holes peppered all over your ship. Your ship, which is kind of listing a little bit to the side.
I say we give up on our ship. It's 2 damage to repair.
What? Noah's Ark to Zoo Ruse, there can only be 1 lightning bolt sound strike.
Like
Yeah,
it says,
I'm not
there can
gonna
only be
be
one.
I question the only can be one. We could find another one that would make do.
I can't think of another name that clever. Actually.
I'll be honest, guys. This is it for names. Out on names.
Just add version 2 at the end.
We're willing to get rid of this ship. We go with the empty ship plan. We all hide on the sides or under the ship or, just somewhere they can't see us. And we just leave a chicken on board, on deck. And
the chicken lives.
the chicken lives and, the ship continues to sail on by and,
Boat snack.
they get curious and they come on board. More people come on board. And then we
Blow it
release
up.
the giant and then everything just explodes.
Everything explodes. There's a few steps.
We'd have
in
to
between.
put the chicken underneath, though, so that way when the giant blows up, he would blow through the deck, though.
But the chicken's the bait. That's what's gonna get them on board.
Is there a secret way into the city, chicken?
Alright, who can speak with animals?
What does that mean?
I mean, technically, I can speak with animals. I just don't know what information we're gonna get. Right. Who am I? Mac. Mac will cast
Mac and Alley.
speak with animals.
What?
Raise your
had
hand
that?
if you ever had a tag team combo of one player character casting polymorph and the other player character casting speak with animals, so you could interrogate an enemy. Amazing.
Yeah, I had it.
Amazing. Achievement unlocked.
I just didn't want to waste a spell if we didn't have to.
Waste a spell.
Sabra used 3 third and 4th level spells to get that chicken on board. And Mike's like, do I really want to use a 1st level spell to speak with this chicken?
Okay, feed me the questions. I will interpret it.
You're
You know,
a
I was
ranger.
prepared for my giant voice. I was not prepared for my giant as a chicken voice, but I am going to do my fucking best.
All right, chicken. First, who are you?
That is your real name. All right. Polymorph. What does that do to the creature? Can you post that in the chat without having to cast it again? I need to get in this chicken's headspace.
Let's see here.
Because with speak with this is several layers of. All right. The target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. Okay.
It does retain its alignment and
It
personality.
retains its alignment and personality, but it has the mental faculties of a chicken. Okay.
Oh, this might be a problem though. Hang on. This is what happens when you read to the end of the paragraphs.
It has more.
The creature is limited by the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form, and it can't speak, cast spells, or take any other actions that requires hands or speech. Right, but Speak with Animals does say you can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. But the knowledge and awareness of beasts is limited by their intelligence. At a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. I wonder if this spell is differently worded in the new one. Just in case it has different clarifications. Because that is certainly up for interpretation. Speak with animals. I'm going to read you what the new one says. For the duration, you can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts, and you can use any of the influence actions, skill options with them. Most beasts have little to say about topics that don't pertain to survival or companionship, but at minimum, a beast can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever it has perceived within the past day. So it literally has that exact same phrasing in there.
Basically, whatever it's seen in the last day is what you can ask it.
Okay, so its memory is limited. My responses are limited. Please try again. All right, so frame your questions
For the chicken.
as if you are talking to a chicken that is very angry.
Remember, it has
All
little
right,
hammers
which
hanging from its little
I
chicken
just
damper.
assume is most chickens.
All right, chicken. Do you recognize your surroundings?
It looks around and says, "Yes."
Oh, your voice is choppy because of the
Oh,
not picking up.
I try to be less dramatic.
Less chickeny. Yes.
It nods. Yes.
Okay. As far as you know, is Tentrix here?
It shuffles around uncomfortably and glares at you.
Do you like fried chicken?
Make an
Answer that question.
Make an
or else.
intimidation check, but you can use your animal handling if that's higher.
You can turn it into something smaller, like a mouse.
I'll just do intimidation. I feel like that's appropriate. Plus my charisma sucks.
What stat block are we using for a chicken, by the way? Since a chicken doesn't actually exist, I don't think. Is crow the nearest thing? Or
Probably.
owl? Or is it raven?
Am I just doing a regular intimidation?
If you want, yeah.
As opposed to with advantage?
Yeah, you can use advantage.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 and 6.
6.
He's
Let's
not
see.
intimidated.
Raven.
Maybe a pigeon.
The chicken is puffed up. By the way, for those of you listening, Mac rolled a 6 with advantage, and the chicken rolled a 13. Puffs up its chest and like does like flips up its feathers. Goes, Tentrix, destroy you.
Would you like to remain a chicken forever?
It runs around very angrily. It just seems impotent rage.
I mean, that little giblet of yours with hammer seems more appropriate than a scraggly beard.
Yeah, it shuffles around and huffs and puffs. It's like trying to like shake it off as if it's something it can shake. At one point, it like runs at Savra and like just butts you with its head, which causes it just kind of like flop and sit down next to you and like shake its head.
I pick up the chicken. I pet the chicken.
Oh, it is seething, but it does not pull away from your pets either.
I have established dominance with the chicken.
It's vibrating with anger.
Consider
Slowly
letting
slows
you
down.
go if you could tell us about an alternate route to get to the back of the line.
Lightly guarded. Security already past most of security.
We already killed most of the security.
Yes, no one has gotten past us before.
Oh,
Armada pirates coming and going constantly. Easy to come and go. But you are wanted. Faces, posters everywhere.
are there any special passcodes we should know about? Secret handshakes, furtive glances that will allow us in.
Other people who need to be turned into chickens.
He seems uncomfortable again, but you're still stroking his head, and he's kind of like just does a little bit of an anger dance.
Up under the chin.
It's so damn soothing. It says, yes, there's a phrase. First, you need to have listed your ship name. And he gives you the name of a good Black Armada ship. What's the name of a good Black Armada ship? I'll let you choose.
Steely Dan.
The Steely Dan is the name of a ship that's not currently there. You can use this name, and then use your own fake names, disguises. You are recognizable. And then make sure you say the phrase, my life for the Black Armada.
My life for the Black Armada.
My life for the Fathomless.
No, my life for the Black Armada. Practice tour.
Practice tomorrow.
All right, go on. Are there other phrases we should know about? Are you sending us into a trap?
Roll an insight check, Mr. Mac.
Uh-oh.
Can he insight the chicken?
Okay.
Just barely. Mac rolled a 16. The chicken rolled a 15. You do feel like the chicken giant may be trying to pull a little bit of a fast one when it came to that passcode.
Sabra, That chicken wasn't very truthful just now about the passcode. Trying to pull us into a trap.
She holds the chicken out over the water.
Chicken starts freaking out.
Tell the truth, or you go in the water. There is a shark down there.
His name's Sharky.
Sharky's somewhere.
He doesn't have to know.
He doesn't have to know that. For all we know, Sharky's underneath the boat.
That's true.
I'll have you know I befriended a shark a few days ago.
He straightens up and says, the passphrase is, we are the Black Armada. We are the Black Armada. That's it.
Do I believe him this time?
You can roll insight again, yeah. With advantage, because he's freaking out.
Oh,
With an 8, you're not quite sure, but he does appear to be freaking out about it, so.
okay. Bring him back onto the boat.
All right. So what was the phrase again? My life with the Black Armada.
That was the first one. The second one he says is, we are the Black Armada.
Oh. We are the Black Armada. Repeat after me, Toro. We are the Black Armada.
We are the Black Armada.
Great job.
Borges is like,
All right.
now what?
I don't know. Got any more questions to ask him?
How many? I don't. You have to translate for me, Mr. Mac. I can't speak chicken like you can. With your amazing skills.
I am amazing.
Ask him what we can expect there. Does he know the layout? Anything else he can tell us?
I like this very open-ended question for a chicken, but I could try.
Sorry, like I said, I don't know how to speak chicken.
You gotta think like a chicken
Oh,
before you can speak like a chicken. But we'll try. Chicken, tell us about the layout.
chips, big, small, chips, bar, brig, barracks, everything. Pirates, come and go. Can drink. Expected to work. Don't go in much. Not space for giant. Have noble duty as guard.
I feel like this chicken's outlived his usefulness. Time's the ballista.
Oh, free me. Release me from this curse.
We'll free you. Through the ballista.
I'll destroy you. I'll peck your eyes out.
He said he's gonna peck your eyes out, Sabra.
That's not very nice, chicken. And here I was going to return you back to your cave. But if you're going to do that, it's the ballista for you.
He basically said that as a giant, he didn't go there very much, so he has no information for us.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Mac.
It's okay, Borges. You have much to learn. But I wanted this to be a lesson to you.
Prove to you this is fruitless.
Just because you can talk to the chicken doesn't mean the chicken can talk to you.
That's so wise. It's so wise, Mr. Mag. He gets out a piece of paper and starts writing down.
All right, I'm gonna find. Well, what should we do with the chicken?
I have to rename this episode The Chicken.
Chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some kind of magic item that. the
Yeah,
chicken has?
I guess so. He has apparently some kind of a magic item.
All right. So what if we just took all the feathers off the chicken and hoped the magic item was in one of those feathers?
Well, plucking a chicken would cause damage to it. A chicken only has 1 hit point.
Here.
It's like Jenga. You move the wrong feather and the chicken just dies.
This seems really cruel, but I will take your plan of going down to the depths with the chicken. Give me about 10 minutes, and then just release concentration. And
You're gonna drown the chicken?
yeah, I think that was the plan earlier, wasn't it?
I mean, I'm not real sure how, like, truthful I was being, but
Oh. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. So cruel. That's not us.
Okay.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
it is kind of
all right.
me, but
fine. Plan B. Give Cheese the chicken, and Cheese will just fly up as high as he can and just drop the chicken.
residual damage does roll over once he returns to his normal. Or
He'll
we
drop
have-
the chicken
we
on
have
top
a
of the
little-
armada.
That'd be funny. Ice giant lands on boats, sinks all boats. That's one way to announce our presence, though, and I don't think we want to do that.
How would a falling giant from the sky announce our presence?
if the giant lives, that would certainly announce your presence.
If the giant lives.
If the giant lives.
Big if.
Yep.
Or Borges has a swim speed. We put the chicken in the boat, and we have Borges push the little rowboat out into the shattered waters, and then if he makes it back into the marina, he makes it back into the marina, and if he doesn't, then
Borges does not like this plan.
Yeah, Borges is our MVP. He's gonna be the savior.
that's why he's the only one I could trust to do this.
He's gonna be the savior of us all. Let's watch.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or he's going to be the ultimate villain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I am the fathomless.
I mean, can't hold chicken for much longer here.
I vote for dropping the chicken from the sky.
Dropping what?
Chickens do have
Cheese will
wings, right?
Cheese will take the chicken, fly high into the sky, and then Sava will release a spell, and the giant will just fall through the sky to the armada. Maybe we'll find Tentrix's ship and just drop the giant on top of Tentrix's ship, and then the campaign over. It'll be over before Chris gets back.
Yeah. Guys, we took care of this real easy.
Could chickens ever fly?
Chickens can't fly, but they can, like, glide.
Falling
I mean,
with
like-
style.
You played
I know.
Zelda.
Modern chickens can't, but
Yeah. Link
This
used
is a
chickens to
D&D
like,
chicken.
glide. Although I don't, we established there is no actual D&D chicken, right? We're having to use like the Raven stat block or something.
So we're using the pigeon.
Oh, is there a pigeon?
Yeah, there's a pigeon. It's in the monster manual.
Chickens do exist in this world.
I do not see a pigeon. See, I know Raven and owl. Maybe, well, hawk would be too much.
It might be in the new monster manual then.
Yeah, it's like it can go short distances.
I love that we're looking this up now. This is critical information.
It is.
I mean, the goal is not for the chicken to fly. It's just the chicken's light enough for cheese to fly him into the air.
if we're trying to kill the chicken, why don't we just like attach a weight to its feet and drop it in the water?
Because as soon as it takes 1 hit point of damage, it reverts to being an ice giant.
Okay. Then get a heavyweight.
A really heavy weight. Because if we let the chicken go, it's just going to come back and kill us.
Like all
Or alert-
chickens.
Or alert
A
somebody.
terrible vengeance. It never forgets.
I'm still liking the ballista idea here.
Doesn't Toro have banish?
It's for a minute.
How many spells can we use on the chicken?
We're not using any more spells on the chicken.
All right, let's just do banish or not banish. Ballista. Aim it at one of the other ships.
Marcus says, "Hey, we don't want to." What?
Morgus, shut up.
What is your confusion? We attach it
You're
to
the
ballista,
worst.
we fire it,
You're the
and the
worst.
chicken no more.
This is what happens when Christopher isn't here. We start using a ballista to get rid of chickens. This is what happens when he
Chicken
leaves
removal
us.
system.
All right, how much longer do we have in the spell?
Let's say 10 seconds.
Jeez.
No, it's,
Conversation not last.
Hold
time.
up.
it's not 10 seconds, but time is running out. Maybe 10 minutes.
All right.
We're gonna have to get rid of the chicken.
All right,
Let's
just put it on a
find-
piece of wood and send it out to sea.
That was my original plan.
All right, let's do it.
Wait,
Get outta
send it
here.
to sea, it's gonna come back for us.
Can ice giants swim?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
Exactly.
Everybody
Let's go.
pauses for a second.
Before human domestication, could ice giants swim?
According to the lore, you are pretty sure the average giant does not have a swim speed.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah.
All right, you can
All right.
find
So we find a little pallet that floats. We put the chicken on the pallet with some little pellets that it can munch on. Hey, it needs a last meal, okay?
We went from we're gonna drown the chicken, we're gonna fire the chicken at other ships, we're gonna drop the chicken from a great height, to now we're gonna send it off with a little bit of food.
There's no bad ideas in a
I
brainstorm.
have like a morality whiplash right now. I can't.
Mm-hmm. And so like just have like one of the tritons just go underwater and just take the little ship out to where it's like the mouth of the thing and kind of push it, and then it can swim underwater back to us.
Okay.
So there's nobody gonna attack them because they're underwater. And the chicken goes into the storm, and you know what happens in the storm stays in the storm.
All right. Yep.
Whether or not that chicken gets battered against rocks, we don't know.
We don't know.
Whether or not the ice giant falls into the water after the chicken gets hit by something, we don't know.
Okay.
Because I maintain that concentration
do.
until I feel it snap.
Okay. So you're currently still feeling the concentration as you see the chicken going off into just kind of like back the direction you came. In other words, the area. Yeah.
Back to the entrance.
Okay.
Yep.
The very
He's
rocky
going right out the entrance.
Yeah, you can see that chicken like wide-eyed, like just rolling around this pallet. All the food immediately rolls off like within a second, and just like. And you think for a second, Mac, you hear it yelling like just all kinds of hilarious threats as it drifts off into the sea. I will peck out your eyes.
How much do I think this will actually rid us of a giant?
I think it's foolproof, so
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
This is
foolproof.
not coming back to bite us in the ass in the slightest.
Kind of DM would I be? Yeah, I'm gonna need a picture of the chicken surfing on the surfboard with like a shake harder boy, kind of a fist up. Whenever you get a chance, Demnix. All right, now that we've dealt with the chicken saga, and maybe you've learned a thing or two of important information, you all see the fortress looming before you. With the, it looks like a giant, just shoved, a bunch of ships shoved together, almost like they crashed into each other, stacked on top of each other, with a wraparound dock pier system, and has like ramparts going around. And you can see a few people like on the very top layer around the walls, and you see all these mounted ballista covering various sides of this floating fortress, which is about.
Wait, we stole this ship from somebody from the Black Armada, right?
100 and it's about 150 by 130 feet long. So this was originally the one that was operating out of Saltmarsh.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was a Black Armada ship, right?
You're not sure
I thought we were the Black Armada.
Yeah. You're not sure if this ship was the Black Armada or if it was just doing a mission for the Black Armada.
Except I figure it would have had a flag that we would have taken down because pirate ships have flags, and like we could just
this was a
Rogers, that way people think we're one of them.
Yeah, this was a well I will say this was a smuggling ship, so it didn't have any kind of signage on it. But you have seen the Black Armada signage. So if we want to do a crafting montage,
so I'm pretty sure that the big king statue on the front of our ship gives us away.
Probably recognizable in terms of how people, and yeah, your ship is probably as infamous as you are, frankly. And don't forget, you had that one pirate lord literally hunt down your ship from afar, like targeting you. So you do think this ship is at least recognizable. At the moment, nobody has spotted you. But you were on, like I said, a limited time crunch here. The chicken giant did mention that, and you guys can see no big ships are docked up at the pier. It's all like little, basically all the people's ships are kind of anchored where you all are, out a little bit of distance away, and then they take a small ship into the fortress itself.
I think if we shave down the thick thighs to just thin thighs, we won't be recognizable anymore.
That'll do it, yeah. You guys do still have the folding boat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be wise for some of us to go in the water. And then Mac jumps in the water.
And then Mac jumps in the water.
He swims along the ship.
Show off.
Right? Where's Galtwald, by the way? Where'd he go?
Galtwald had to go to the bathroom. It's going to be a while.
All right, I'll roll up my boat. Get in my boat.
Okay.
Or abandoning ship?
I mean, you still have a bunch of NPC allies that are there, and they're just kind of sitting there. And you definitely can't have them all fit on the folding boat. You guys do have another standard rowboat. If you literally want to abandon the ship, you can.
No, I think they should start to try to repair what they can.
They can do that. Borges is concerned that if you guys take too long, that eventually somebody's going to see this ship or recognize it and come over here. But nobody has any idea how long that's going to be. And like right now, you don't see like there's a lot of patrols or anything in the area. Everybody's just kind of hanging out on their ship. So he's like, yeah, if we see anybody, we're gonna have to abandon ship. We can't take much heat here, but don't take long. We'll leave an extra rowboat for whenever Gottwald gets out of the bathroom.
That's fine. Fix the boat.
We'll try.
Fix the boat.
All right, so we got Sabra in the boat. We got Mac in the water. Twirl, would you like to swim or go by boat?
I'll go by boat.
Okay.
Too good for swimming.
Okay. The waters are a lot calmer in this area. You're not sure why, but creates a nice little safe zone in this harbor. As you approach this giant floating fortress full of docks and ballista and ships, you can see that these a lot of the ships just vary in size, but they do seem to go up multiple steps, so you can see like the top of it kind of from a distance, but then as you get nearer, those tops kind of give away because of the line of sight and the ballistas searching over. Are you guys doing anything about your appearances, however? Because you're wanted, you're infamous, and even the chicken giant even said and reconfirmed that you guys are very recognizable as you are.
I mean, the only one who can hide themselves is Mac, really, right?
He's the only one that can magically disguise, I believe, with the how to disguise. I mean, what you guys figured or have learned is that there's most of the security you guys already surpassed, and there's a lot of pirates that come and go. So that's to your advantage, but to your disadvantage, you guys are very infamous and wanted, and you're going into the main layer of the group that very much knows about you.
I put on a smart chapeau.
I don't know what that is.
The hat.
Oh.
I do not have any kind of a disguise kit. I know. That is not my forte.
Will not change.
No, but she would be offended to like change her appearance to go in. So if the others want to change their appearance, I will gladly step aside while y'all do that.
I'm just gonna pull my cloak further over and put my hands in the sleeves.
But that's what your wanted poster looks like.
No, what?
Your wanted poster.
Oh.
Mac will pull his disguise off after he gets out of the water. Actually, you know, he'll do it now. He uses his magic hat. Where's my hat? Hat of disguise. And he looks like the Iron Maiden. Storm Maiden.
The Storm Maiden. I love that you canonically call her the Iron Maiden. Okay.
He disguises as the Storm Maiden.
Okay. That is somebody you've met and have talked to and would know how to disguise as.
And the same size.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, now I'm walking in as myself.
Okay. And Toro, what were you doing?
Just putting clothing further over my face so they can't see who I am.
Okay. All right. You guys approach what looks like kind of a main entryway area, although you're not beholden to it. But you can see a main gate. In fact, I can go ahead and put you on this map. You're in the lower right corner. So there's a main gate entrance to the south, which has 3 stories tall ramparts with people looking out, and there's mounted ballista here. This area here that you're approaching looks kind of like a main docking area. It's the largest of the docks that kind of wrap around this area. And you can see a door near this docks area that is labeled on the outside in common, very poorly spelled. Says admission office, sign in here.
That's this door over here.
Yes.
And there's people. Okay. Do they see us?
They do start seeing you guys approach. Not probably Mac if you're literally in the water. But Toril and Savra approaching by boat. I don't know if you guys are making
plan.
Yeah.
Do we have a plan? We never have a plan.
Never have a plan.
We wing it.
I've got a plan. Mac is gonna climb up
Concept
dock.
of a plan. Looking like the Storm Maiden.
He tossed.
Oh, hold up. I want to hear his concept first.
Mm-hmm.
What is this concept of a plan?
I didn't tell you guys.
That's what makes
Is this where you betray us again?
concept. Is where you
Tell me now.
curse your sudden but inevitable trail.
He says, pretend to tie your hands up.
We're gonna do a
Oh,
we're
done.
gonna do a double Chewbacca. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pretend to be the Storm Maiden. And
Oh boy,
speak. Ask,
I've got the tentacles.
I'm the
this is
Storm
turning
Maiden.
wrong.
You're the tentacles.
Our PG rating is going from
Wait, we had a PG rating? Oh no.
it's just skipping PG-13, going straight to R.
Yep.
It's true. Owen's heard all of these episodes.
Oh no. Explicit. Explicit.
I'm going to try to get him to lead us as close to Tentrix as possible. So play along, if you know what I mean.
Turtle just keeps
Anyway.
wrapping himself
I
in
don't-
rope.
I don't know what you mean.
Ropes.
Max is going to come out of the water, and he's going to look and see, try to catch the attention of somebody.
Yeah. There's somebody on the roof.
You,
An
You.
orc. Yep.
get down here. And
Kind of nudges somebody else. Is that the Storm Maiden?
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was dead.
who do you think I am? Whoever gets down here the fastest may be able to claim some of the victory that you see here. And he kind of gestures towards a little boat.
Okay.
Anybody recognize these fellas?
You see some people like leaning over and squinting, and they kind of start whispering to each other. And it's like, "Oh, what you got there? Where's your crew? Did you swim here?"
What does it look like, you idiots? I'm soaked to the core. I've told you I brought the prisoners. I'm asking for Tentrix, and you are just standing there asking more questions. Do you not know who I am?
Roll a deception check with advantage.
I said, do you not know who I am?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Let's find out if they believe you. Rolled a 17 is pretty good.
Oh, they totally believe.
Yep. Yeah, so they immediately start snapping to attention and kind of running around a little bit. It takes a few moments, but you see... let's see. We'll gather some people up for you. Let's go get to the top level.
What is taking you so long?
I
I must...
have to spawn new people.
Tentrix will want to see these prisoners as soon as possible.
Yeah, you see the gates suddenly open, and a couple of pirates come like running out.
Finally,
Hut.
blubbering fools. Is this how you treat one of the pirate lords?
One of them just kind of looks worried and says, "Sorry, ma'am, didn't see your ship come in anywhere. I wasn't expecting you back so soon."
Do you expect anything less from these wanted, infamous adventurers? Wouldn't it be more suspicious if I came all handy-dandy with my ship, all looking perfect?
That would be more suspicious. Oh, hi. But you found the... Oh man, what do they refer to you guys as?
The heroes?
No, they wouldn't call you guys the heroes. You found the I don't know what to call you guys. Man, I never thought of that.
The dissidents.
The dissidents.
The
the
crew
zoo-
of
the
Those
zoo-
arc to zoo ruse. There can only be one lightning bolt sound strike.
You found the zoo crew? Oh, that's on the top of Tentrix's list. Of course, you know that, ma'am. Good work. Oh, we can take him to the brig right away.
No, Tentrix wanted to see them. First thing. He needs to see him with his own eyes. You think he would believe blubbering fools like you? I'm lucky he barely even trusts me, and I'm the Storm Maiden.
Of course, you can go right in, Storm Maiden. Tentrix will want to meet with you. We'll take them.
Help me bring these prisoners up.
Yep, you guys can reel these two in.
Make it quick, and I'll leave some of your toenails on.
They hop to it. Toril and Sabra, what is the situation with you guys right now?
Or Sara looks at them and says, "If you touched me, I will kill you."
To me?
Grab hold
No,
of her.
to them.
Oh.
And then Max says, "Hurry up! Grab a hold of her now."
Yes. One of them reaches over and bodily grabs you, Toril, with your ropes on, and another one reaches over and grabs Sabra.
And then I cast infestation on them, make them itchy.
Oh no, they're grabbing me. What shall I do?
I just like silently infestation them, makes them itchy. Gives them the hives.
Can you show the spell?
It's a cantrip.
Let's see. You cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed in a con saving throw or take 1d6 poison damage and move 5 feet in a random direction. It can move and its speed is at least 5 feet. Okay.
Just
So
I'm not really trying to do it to really hurt them.
this
It's
is
just
absolutely
more
a
of a,
hostile spell that deals damage, so I will let you take it back if you want to, but
all right, well, fine. I'll take it back.
that would deal 8 poison damage.
As they bodily handle me in my bound state, I'll cast my tentacle to sort of have it wave at him.
From where?
The spectral tentacle?
Water. Yeah.
The pirates see both of you casting spells, and they look at the Stormbane going, Mac. Or, not Mac. Storm Maiden, they're sorcering. We need to knock them out or something. They're dangerous. They look at you very, like, confused, basically.
I'll do it then. Did you think a little bit of rope was going to stop them from casting spells?
What?
I thought we were going to have some fun.
They're like, well, you delivered us prisoners that are not fully imprisoned. Okay, so both pirates look like they are walking over to knock out Savra and Toril. Do you want to respond to that, or how do you...
No, I just look sad.
Okay. Savra, do you want to respond to their attempts to knock you out, I guess? Which I guess they can do it with... So they're going to basically roll a basic attack, thinking this is going to knock you out. And it is up to you to choose whether it does or not. I rolled an 8 and then a natural 1 on those attacks.
I immediately fall on the ground, chest on the ground, butt up in the air, just ready for...
Okay, so you crumple to the ground. Savra, how do you react to a hilariously missed club? Or at least it looks like it's going to miss you.
I sort of like look around for a second though, like, oh, they hit me. Oh no.
She just raises an eyebrow that doesn't actually exist because she doesn't have eyebrows. Like, I don't use weapons and I could do better than that.
It grunts and tries to swing again. My god. It's the worst pirates. They're under a lot of stress.
Would you like to be a chicken?
The orc shoves the lizard out of the way and says, "Oh, come on, let me try." And tries to knock you out with a great X swipe.
You guys suck. How can you be part of Tentrix's crew?
This one rolled an 18. He did a better job. And neither of them are these aren't even going to do damage. They're literally just trying to like do like a the classic what do you call it? What's it called when you do it with a gun?
Pistol whip.
Yes, pistol whip. God, thank you.
I do it all the time. Don't worry.
They're just trying to pistol whip you with their weapons.
Never mind. Oh.
So I get my kids to sleep every night.
Yep, that was the joke.
Yeah, I thought of that too.
Thank you.
All right, Savra, how do you react to this, which is actually going to hit you?
Let it bounce off and hit him in the face instead.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
All right, it's tentacle time.
Mainly because the pirates are like, they're not going down, Storm Maiden.
Oh man,
It's because you guys took too long.
They weren't even properly captured.
Are you doubting a pirate lord?
Yes! They're still casting spells. Sabra is the first to react, though, with a way better initiative roll than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can see several people on top of the very third floor kind of glancing down and says, "What's going on down there?"
We came to parlay and then they attacked us, so therefore they're going to have to die. Unless you want to call them off.
No. they're asking the pirates and Storm Maiden, so when you respond, they start like swiveling their ballistas towards you. And they're basically like, Storm Maiden, your prisoners are active.
I don't think that's going to hit anybody.
Well, Tentrix wanted them alive.
12 is not. Alive and dangerous are two very different things.
Well, then do what you do best. Do you not see I have no ship, no crew?
It is
They
highly
killed them all.
suspicious now that you mention it.
They killed them all.
We took down the other two at the expense of much loss. Do you know how hard it was to get these two even here on this boat?
How did you get this far when they could just cast spells? None of this is adding up.
Mac asks, or Mac says, someone go get Tentrix. He'll know how to deal with this. You know what? I'm gonna get him myself. Where did you say he is?
Remind me again where my boss's office is, please. I don't recall.
Let me look. I mean,
They do not answer, and they grow increasingly suspicious about this whole situation.
I look around. What do I see? I see the admissions office.
You see the admissions office to the north. Yep. You see a side entrance over here to the main gate. Looks also sturdy and locked. And then the docks kind of go around further to the north and to the west, which the west is where these guys came out of. These current pirates here.
Sorry, out of here.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk away. 5, 10. Tentrix over here?
Here, Tentrix.
Tentrix, we're looking for you.
Where are you?
And then he says, "Oh no, I missed one of them." And then
Oh my god.
he's gonna shoot this lizard with his longbow from behind cover.
Okay. I'll give you advantage because they did not know that was coming, even though they were a little suspicious of you.
What? Suspicious of me? 15.
15 does just hit.
Great. Kapow. 21.
All right, you put an arrow right to the back of the head, and he just collapses down. And now you see that's really starting to rile up the guards on the third floor, and they're like, "Oh shit, where'd that come from? You, we've got enemies here at the fortress."
In the Storm Maiden voice, "They found us." Still from behind cover.
Okay.
Extra attack. Let's hit.
Extra attack.
Let's hit the bearded dwarf.
Okay.
He's next in line. Regular attack this time?
Yes.
$19 for
Yeah.
18. I mean,
That will hit. Oh, we got puppy cam.
Puppy.
he heard you.
Puppy.
Puppy cam. Yeah,
Hello, puppy. Put me down.
put me down.
27.
Also puts an arrow through the face of this one.
And then he'll have cheese fly over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh no! The drake is here! Still in the Storm Maiden's voice. I can't tell if it's still working or not, but let's put it along.
Yeah, well, people are getting shot, so that's obviously is what's causing the biggest stir.
By whatever this thing is, an orc?
Orc, yeah. 11 is
11.
not hit, yeah. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. The orc is freaking out a bit about people going down all of a sudden. And although Sabra did try to cast a spell right in front of him. So I guess he will try to swing his great axe in a bellowing rage. I don't think a 14 is going to hit, though.
Nope.
He's going to try to back up, which could trigger attacks of opportunity. Because he doesn't want to get shot by these arrows. As he looks around in bewilderment. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So assuming he is not attacked, and he kind of runs over to this corner and kind of gets against the wall and looks around very worriedly. Mr. Twirl, you open your eyes from the ground to find several of the pirates have arrows through their heads.
Blood,
Oh.
like trickling down on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
This is a change.
I didn't do it, I swear.
I didn't do it, I swear. I'm gonna move my tentacle closer to him.
Oh yeah, you did cast 10 o'clock, I guess, at some point.
Did. Then I will cast my big tentacle.
Oh, I've got a new token for that, courtesy of Demnix.
Ooh.
Presenting Big T.
Oh, it's Big T. That is really big.
Yeah, it probably didn't need to be that big. There we go. That's
That's cute.
it's classic.
I like it.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Great.
Bigby's hand, it comes out. Or Bigby's tentacle, sorry.
Bigby's tentacle will
Tentacles.
tentacle that orc. Ugh. And
12 does not hit.
I use my inspiration.
Okay. Its large tentacles begin spawning from the sea. 15 does hit.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
13. On 48, yeah. That's a lot of amount of damage, and the orc does take some nasty damage, but not quite put out by that.
All right. All right. as my bonus action this turn, I will use my other tentacle to attack. So it's the only time I can do both.
20 does hit.
All right.
7. All right, little T gets it done. They tentacle 5 each other.
Hey, it's not about the size of the weapon; it's how you use it.
It's
That's
a high.
right.
It's a high 1 when the tentacles
Yeah.
instead of a 5.
Yeah, that smaller one, does the business.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll go.
It does look like at the moment all the things on the fortress are definitely the ones on the ramparts, which are not entirely visible on this map, are definitely freaking out. You can see at least one crew has the ballista like tracking you and aiming.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, since I was supine or
Prone.
down, I
Prone?
spent half my movement
Yeah.
getting up, so move to there.
Okay. So the crew on top, one of the crew on top of the ramparts aims their ballista at Toril. Or which stat block that's in? I think it's this one. Attempts to fire at you. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 3.
When they do that, can I put my rope up and have the ballista cut it as it goes by?
I told you just to pretend. You didn't actually have to tie
No,
yourself
he
up.
actually tied himself up.
I did it. I was ready for everything.
You want to make a check, perhaps?
Okay,
Like acrobatics or something like that?
sure.
To not, okay, you almost impale yourself trying to jump into the way of the ballista bolt.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right, I'm going to keep you guys in initiative at the moment. But you're in an interesting situation where you've kind of stirred up the hornet's nest, but you also don't necessarily have enemies immediately around you, but you do have enemies that are targetable up on these ramparts, including at least one ballista fortification. And Savra, it is your turn.
Okay.
Which has currently 2 people on it, and there's another one with another ballista right next to it, but it looks like they're moving over so that they can do the 3-person on a ballista thing. You get the feeling this area is, as was explained by the chicken giant, much more lightly. It has like the defenses in place, but like they're not all manned. It's like a grocery store where you see all the checkout lines and there's only like one that's actually got somebody on it.
And that goes for like the people too. So it's not manned very well. So all of them are basically together.
Up here, yeah, you think that you got like 3 people on this one ballista up here that tried to shoot at Toril. Obviously, that's all you can see. You don't know what's any other activity going on.
Okay. I hate to use a high level spell for just like 3 people up there. But I can see the ballista, right?
Yes.
How high up is it?
2 stories higher than you all, so 20 feet.
Okay. I cast Shatter on the ballista.
Okay.
It's a non-magical object, so it just takes the damage.
Yeah. Well, I need to roll saves for the people up here as well, so go ahead and throw that spell in the journal so I can see some damage. That is
22 points of damage.
good damage. All right, let's get a little bit of con
That all?
saves just for fun.
No. That one does.
So 22 points of damage. So you see 2 people get killed by the explosion of sound. And one of them takes 11 damage, I guess, half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is just kind of blown back a little bit and looks like almost got just destroyed by that attack. But definitely you can hear more voices and shouting, especially with that shatter being, obviously a thunderous attack. And making some serious sound.
Oops.
You can hear some sounds going on from inside of the fortress. Yeah.
But I destroyed the ballista. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and you could probably aim it. Where honestly, you could probably hit both ballistas up there too. How big is it? 10-foot radius sphere.
10-foot radius sphere, so 20-foot diameter.
They are 25 feet from each other.
Well, I don't have to destroy the whole thing. I just got to destroy the end where you put the stuff on it. So
yeah, you can probably put it in there to at least do enough damage to where they're not gonna be able to use it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Mr. Mac? Question mark?
How high is this fortress? I want to climb up top.
The current ship thing that you're next to. So look at the map for a second. Okay. Same thing. It's two more stories taller than where you're at now. So 20 feet. And this one is kind of a weird. The one you're literally right next to, this office, does seem to have a little bit of a roof, and then right next to the roof is just a ship, built in right next to it, the top of it.
Okay, let me just climb up my 20 feet to movement.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on a different map.
Is it different?
Yeah, I've got every level is a different map. Okay, so what you see on this third level, now that you scurry up there with your climb speed, now you're on the roof and you're at level with the wraparound wall, kind of rampart, so you can see the destruction that Savra caused, several dead bodies and pieces of ballista. You don't see anybody running around on the wall. You feel like those were the guys on the wall. But as you climb up, you see that there were two people on the ship who are now suddenly like almost frozen in shock for a second. It looks like they're going to react. You also see on the ship towards the back of it, near the steering wheel, a robed, medium-sized figure with a skull face. Kind of like just standing very stoically at the wheel of this ship. Even though the ship itself is like, 3 stories up. And nearby, flying near him, appears to be a bat-like creature who looks quite agitated.
You didn't put me on a new map yet, though.
Yeah, it was... Give me a second. It's this one.
Oh, there's that guy. See, there's a guy with a bat.
Yes. So you probably found yourself, but you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is kind of the wall. There's the destruction Savra caused to the south. You can see everything. I didn't update what you can see on the first level down there below you, but and to the north, you see 2 pirates on this ship. There's stairs leading down on the ship, and then towards the wheel is a very odd figure. Looks like this.
Very odd looking.
Yeah.
He's gonna point at that dwarf and say,
I
"You,
don't see anything.
who am I?" He's gonna ask the dwarf, "Who am I?"
Oh, one of your pirates?
Yeah, he's gonna ask this one right here.
Yeah. They're, very startled and says, Storm Maiden, what's going on?
The prisoners have started to act up. We need all hands down below. Tentrix wants them alive, and they're causing quite a commotion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we heard explosions and tentacles.
Yeah, those tentacles.
They'll get you.
Don't get too close.
All right, yeah, they seem to agree, and they look like they're gonna rush, probably
point
downstairs.
the
Yeah.
skeleton real quick before he goes. What's up with him?
What?
He's gonna point at the skeleton. What's up with him?
What do you mean? You know Charon?
Yeah. What's he doing?
What? What?
Is he still at it?
Yes. Of course.
How long has it
24
been?
24/7, day night.
Man, that guy needs to take a break. I always joke with him, you know?
Ugh.
Gotta let loose a little bit. Have some mead, you know?
I don't
Guys,
think he eats or drinks.
they don't stop the ghosts or skeletons in other parts of the world.
So worldly, Storm Maiden.
Well, I've been places. All right. Well, I thought maybe y'all take a crack at him while I was gone.
All right, Mac. I think that's gonna count as your action here. But you've been directing these people, and they do look like your ruse has continued to work. And they
Great.
look like they're gonna rush downstairs and down these stairs right here.
Great. I like it.
Let's see. What is this one? That person's dead. Toril.
All right. So they're still trained on us.
Sabra exploded all those ballista, and a couple of the ballisters.
Okay.
But you think somebody might have survived up there. And then you saw Mac as the Storm Maiden actually climb up climb up this roof.
Okay.
So I could have battle music.
Okay.
I feel like I need heist gone wrong music.
Yeah. Big T up to the roof.
Okay. Big T doesn't have its own sight, right? You have to rely on your sight. Yeah. It probably looks scary as hell, but
Yeah, probably.
can't really target people you can't see. You could probably target the one that survived against Savra's strike. He's probably nearest the edge.
All right, I'm gonna grab that dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna do forceful hand. Attempt to push the creature within 5 feet, a direction I choose.
Okay.
Make a strength contest. If the target is medium or smaller, I have advantage.
It is medium or smaller.
Okay. All right.
I just realized I'm still drinking coffee at 11:40. I am never gonna go to sleep. Whoops.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Hey, that's a critical hit, which I will count as a crit. Ooh, we are deliciously close to a giveaway, too. This was the hand job?
Yeah. So, yeah, basically grab and then push them 5 plus 25 feet into the water, hopefully.
Okay, so push them, yeah, obviously off the wall, outside.
Yeah.
All right, goes tumbling. The orc can use his new falling into water rules. I don't think it's going to matter, but you can give me 2d6 as it tries to make a DC 15 for half damage, which it fails. So as long as you roll more than... That's plenty. All right, the orc falls 20 feet and does a Wilhelm scream, which really should be a standard soundboard button, into the water.
All right, I'll high five Big T, and I have 5 feet of movement left. Can I attempt to start climbing the wall here, or is there a place that looks like I could get up?
You don't have a climb speed, right?
No. Can I swim up the wall?
You, you can. I'm gonna say no for right now. I'm gonna because it would require a check, but if you fail, or succeed, you're still looking 5 feet. So.
All right.
Mac/Storm Maiden, you see the little bat-like creature fly quickly. How far does this thing fly? Okay. Towards the northeast. 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. It flies northeast, northeast, northeast. Somewhere around this north ship. You kind of lose sight of it as it turns around. This north ship is also full of several dudes. They're just not currently on this map. They're in a little bit of a distance away. Not aggroed at the moment. This one, I think it's one of the dead guys. Maybe? The hell is this one from? When did I roll this 613?
Nobody knows.
No, it's one of the guys on this floor. Okay, that's right. So initiative is a bummer if it's not on the map you did. Okay, there he is. Yep, so this guy is going to run downstairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Obviously dashing. Makes it to there as the proverbial hornet's nest is slowly waking up. That one is dead. We go back to Savra. You've got no enemies around you at the moment, but clearly there is some major activity happening all around you.
Okay. Maybe 5. That's a bunch of people. Oh, that's a lot of people. I need my ruler.
Yeah, so you can see the door is still open from when those pirates came out. And you see what looks like a large main waiting area. And yeah, all these guys look like they are putting their sudden drinks down and looking up in bewilderment. And you can see there are a wraparound balcony area right above you here. And then another layer above that, because it was 2 stories high. And then multiple ships kind of put together with various... You can kind of see windows. I don't know how well you can see it on the dynamic lighting. But you might be able to see, just inside some of these ships as well. Via all these little window slits.
Alright, so... Alright, why not? This will be fun. 30-foot radius, 60-foot diameter. I will cast Sickening Radiance right in the middle of all these mofos.
Draw me a cycle, please.
Alright. 30-foot radius, 60-foot sphere. Okay. I make one of those ones that just insta goes to the size that you want.
The ruler is how we were doing that before, I think.
Okay. Cycle. All right.
That's a big sphere.
Mm-hmm. The problem is you can't move it when you put it someplace.
Yeah.
Which is dumb because it needs to go up, so I have to redo it. All right, hang on.
Is it gonna stay there after you cast it? Is this the?
Yeah, if I hit linger. All right. I have to hit the right buttons. See if it'll let me move it now. No. Okay. Still too high. So roughly like that, except for a little bit more down to get those ones on the bottom.
Okay.
I'm just tired of drawing this at this point.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's taking up too much damn time to continue to do all this stupid circle. So
Let me draw a. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I get it to fit over there. Circle. That's pretty close. All right, so you want it like that?
yeah, it's a little too low. I was hoping to get that bigger circle guy back there, but yeah.
That.
Yeah, it should work.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see inside what appears to be a very lively tavern, which would have been a very lovely place to explore, but full of people having a good time and launching a sickening radiance. Oh my goodness. Right in the middle of it. Greenish light spreads around a 30-foot radius sphere centered at a point you choose within range. Light spreads around corners and lasts till the spell ends. If a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. By the way, a lot of spells are fixed in the player handbook where they go off when they're actually cast instead of being delayed like this. I think most of them got changed. Sickening Radiance is not in the 2024 edition, so I did not compare that one. But we'll follow these rules for now. Okay, so that one goes off and lingers there, and the radiation cloud descends. I think I did initiative for everybody in here. So they should all get turns. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Then I'll just kind of move around the corner.
Alright. And I think I'm going to take this damage. So we have to roll damage like 18 times.
Yeah.
The 24 radiant. So con save. So this person. Most of you can't really see what's even going on in here. Con save.
It's actually a 17, so.
Okay, so meets it, beats it. Is that a nothing happens, right? If they actually make it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So he will use his turn to.
Nothing happens currently.
Currently, yeah. He'll get the fudge out of here. 30 and go there. Let's see. This bandit is on second floor. I think. Yep, it's that one. So he's gonna run downstairs as well. So copy GM lair. Other floor there. Probably makes it to there. Starts aggroing all these guys. This guy's turn. Okay, the one that Max / the Stormmaid spoke to. The bony fellow sees this spell appearing below, sees you casting it. And let's see if we'll attempt to cast Dispel Magic at it. Choose one creature, object, magical effect within range. Any spell or 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check. What level of spell is that you cast?
4th.
4th level, okay. So he has to make an ability check using spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So a DC 14 spellcasting ability, which is intelligence. So I guess he just makes an intelligence check. Which he very much makes with a 21. So you see Savra, you probably can't even really see him from your vantage point being down below. Is this Max saw this bony robed figure at the helm of the ship in the very middle, just looks down very impassively, no expression on its face, just kind of calmly waves a hand, and the entire spell just dissipates, and then it just turns back to its the ship's wheel.
Okay.
All these
Oops.
guys are...
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. That's my bad.
Okay.
I was just trying to close it.
10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, probably go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here. Twirl, you are probably the only one that sees this now, but you see the door to the admission office open, and a very wicked-looking goblin comes out with a bent nose, and kind of looks at you wide-eyed. Says, "Shit, they're here, right here." And you see him run back and close the door at the moment.
Hello. Goodbye.
Put you here. Here. I'm just setting them up for another big AoE, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There. To there. Mac, it is your turn. From your vantage point, you saw that creature. First of all, you could probably see Savra's spell, that lingering radiation cloud going off down in this direction, and then you saw that creature on its turn just very calmly turn over and just like wave its hands, and that spell dissipated and turned back to its work. And then the two guys who were on this roof that you spoke to ran downstairs over here.
And he's on a higher level of the ship.
He is slightly higher, yeah. He's like on that back side that's elevated up.
Okay. He's gonna address him and be like, "Baron."
It does not respond to you.
Perfect. Let's use this spell again to give me some distance. Alright. I'm coming for you. Bonus action. A Charlatan stride. His feet rage into fire. He starts spreading fire everywhere on the ships.
Always good move.
He takes 1d6 damage from my heat.
Oh no. He's in heat.
3.
Okay.
Mac brings out his scimitar speed and slashes once. Oops, ignore that -3. Ignore the +2. Wait, hold on.
All right, you
Did I
gotta figure your math out, sir. You know I
Oh, I
can't be
accidentally
trusted
had
with math. If you...
I accidentally had sharpshooter still on.
Okay.
Let me turn all that off. So what did I roll? A 12 plus a 4 plus a 2 plus a 4. Yeah, oh sorry. Yeah, that's 22. It's 22.
All right,
Ignore the
that,
-3.
that will hit.
And for 9 slashing.
Okay.
And yes.
Yeah, it's definitely reacting to your damage. It's like it looks like it is taking damage from your magical scimitar, and it is not happy about it.
Oh shit! Wrong weapon. Second attack. A 19
19 hits.
for 8.
Okay. Looks like it can take a couple blows still.
That's it. I mean, that's all I got, but
I thought you had 3 attacks, or do you have to use
I used the bonus for the Shardland Stride.
Stride, yeah.
But hey, that gave him 3 damage, so 3 fire damage. So I'll take it.
Indeed. All right.
Can I drink a potion?
This one.
It's that if I move,
No,
so
you
that means
move.
it's a bonus action, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
5, 10. There's a window there, right, Sabra? Yeah, okay. So this guy is gonna rush forward and shoot at you with a crossbow. 17.
For me?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Actually, I'll give you half cover because you're on the other side of a window.
Wait, I'm not supposed to be right there. I'm right here.
Oh.
I think I moved over just so I could see what you were doing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I had moved here.
I guess he'll have
That's
to.
fine though. That's fine. You hit me. That's fine. Just roll it.
Well, let's see if you can. Actually, you might. I think you broke line. I think okay, he was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can't see you. He's trying to see you. He'll run up. But he will ready an action, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is gonna run away. I guess I should open that door at some point. There you go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one will dash and make it up to you, but dash, so can't do anything. And Mr. Toro.
Ready. So is there a door where Safra is? Door up there.
Kind of next to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where all the pirates spilled out of.
All right. Can I open up this door?
That one does appear to be still locked. You could try to pick it if you've got thieves' tools.
No.
There's also this door, which you just saw a goblin open and shut, like open and
Oh, right.
and then shut. Yeah.
I'm gonna move my hand up there and open the door. I don't know if you can do it or not, but whatever.
Can Big T if the mage hand can manipulate? Sorry, I gotta call. The mage hand can manipulate doors, surely.
Yeah. I think
You could dramatically punch the door open.
let's do that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put it back over here. Yeah, you dramatically punch that door open. Unfortunately, I can't describe the room to you because you don't have vision of it.
Big T.
So useful, but so limiting. You do hear
You were
a
born without
a
eyes.
scream from it there.
That's all I can do.
Okay. I don't know what that. Oh, I know what that was. That was the bane on the other level. Okay. We'll skip that guy for now. These guys will fortify that position. These guys will run over here. So many things. So many things. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one will stay here and also ready in action. And this guy will go right here. All right, we made it to the top of the initiative order, but we are in the middle of a gigantic combat encounter, as you guys have really gotten the party started in this area. So I think since we're at the very top of the initiative, it's probably a good stopping point for this session. I cannot wait for Chris to come back and just arrive in the middle of this absolute insanity. MVPC is Mr. Mac.
Yay.
Nice.
Still trying to pull, still technically pulling off the ruse, although you are attacking, actively attacking a creature you still don't quite understand.
Yeah. It's alright. I won't be here next week.
That is going to be a little confusing, but maybe it's all in the mystique of the creature.
I set it up. Nobody see what I doing up here, so
True.
BC roots. A gemstone worth 50 gold pieces.
There you go. You find that in one of the pirate pockets.
It was on the roof up here. I picked it up.
How convenient. All right, that is all the time we have for this session of Call from the Deep. Thank you to Heather Raymond and Reese for playing, and thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching, and thank you as always to the patrons. Shout out to Platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, Brandon, Sinister, Eclectic, Roleplayer, Christopher, Corey, Big Nut, John F, John L, Nathan, Camp Chris Counselor, Andrew, The Relder, and Staff, Patrick, Jason, Ismail, Ahmet, Lumpy Spuds, Sharni, Warden, Harold, Unimona, LLC, Jamie, Reese, Tom, AJ, They're Eating the Dogs, and Luis, and a Gold patrons, RPG, Paper Crimes, Pretty Boy, and Yumet, The Lizard Lounge, Jerome, Nathan, Fascicatorta, Scott, Rufus, Karen, Jerry, Glenn, Marcus, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support. Live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.